So I get up and say, "Oh, thanks for grabbing this. Do you mind grabbing me popcorn since you're closest?" He kind of gets a defensive tone with me saying, "Yeah, but let me give this to Kay first." I said, "No, it's not a problem, I'll give it to her." As sweet as possible, and took the mug out of his hands and gave it to Kay. He seemed kind of distant the whole rest of the evening. I talked with one of my friends in our group just about the tea drama, and she said that Andrew might have been pissed off feeling like I was babying him. I think that if he's been prone to hurting his girlfriend, wouldn't he want to avoid situations that could get her seriously hurt? Wouldn't you want a friend to help you? Am I just overthinking this? I want to talk to Kay about my concerns soon because I'm really scared for her. I just want to be wise in how I speak to her because I don't want her to take anything I say the wrong way. This evening I got a text from Andrew. It seems my friend, who I'll be referring to as Sarah, had told him about the tea situation. He texted, "Hey, just wanted to reach out and let you know that I wasn't pissed with you." I played it cool and just replied, "Hey, no problem man, just wanted to make sure all was good with you." He messaged me back that lol, "Yeah, why wouldn't I be?" I left it alone after that. I reached out to Sarah and asked her how the story was relayed to him, and she explained that it sort of came up in conversation. She had told him that I hadn't meant to baby him and hoped I didn't make him pissed by taking away the teacup. Sarah is a fixer and I think she just wanted any conflict between us to be resolved. While I know she was coming from a good place, I am a bit frustrated to have my words twisted into what she believes happened. I messaged Kay and we are still hanging out either early Monday or Tuesday. She seemed to be fine with me. We had a quick call but she seemed less talkative, which has me nervous. I really hope I didn't screw everything up. Update: I talked to Kay this morning. I started off the conversation normal. When Kay says, "Hey, why were you concerned about Andrew bringing me tea?" I just say, "I had noticed he'd been more clumsy lately and I wanted to avoid either of you of getting hurt." She was quiet for a bit, then asks me, "Do you think it's odd how he's been acting?" I respond with, "I care about you and want you to be safe. I don't want to hurt you or Andrew, but I feel like most of the accidents have come at your expense. I don't want it to get to a point where you have a worse injury." This is when Kay burst out crying like I have never seen. After composing herself enough to talk, she says she's been so suspicious of how these accidents have been centered around her and how validating it was to have someone feel the same way. It's been causing her a lot of anxiety and she felt so relieved when I took the teacup away from him. She has tried to suggest to Andrew that he should go to a doctor, but he just says he's perfectly fine. Kay is not confrontational, so she just drops it. She said how recently Sarah, Andrew and her were all hanging out together. Sarah told Andrew I was so upset about how he was hesitant to hand me the teacup, a completely different story from what Sarah told me. I have been more open with my emotions in my post due to my anonymity, but in person I was very casual about the situation. I said something along the lines of, "Hey, did you think I upset Andrew by taking the tea when I asked him to get me popcorn? I hope I didn't come off rude." Then Kay told me something really disturbing, how during this conversation Andrew and Sarah started joking about Kay being a battered wife. How ridiculous the idea would be if Andrew was really abusing her, and some really dark jokes. This had Kay feeling like she was crazy to think that these accidents might be on purpose. Also, they had said some things about me that made her so upset she couldn't even tell me. Kay said she's felt trapped, living with him, and how he's intertwined in our group. She felt like she needed to wait to have proof he was faking it to make it worth a bunch of drama. I feel horrible that she's felt so alone in this. I was pretty blunt and just asked, "Do you still love him?" She responded, "I don't. I think I don't even like him anymore." So we talked about the best way for Kay to leave Andrew, being as safe as possible. Kay called in sick to work and we went over to her house and talked with our friend Leah, her roommate. Andrew was out at work, so we quickly moved all their things into Leah's room. She has a key to her door. Anything that was super sentimental to either of them we packed in my car. Kay is going to stay at my house and Leah wanted to stay with a family member who lives not too far away. Kay has written a letter to Andrew ending things. She is going full no contact. She set a date that she expects him to leave. He moved in with them so he doesn't have his name on the lease. Our friends Mike and Corey will be staying at the house. This is to ensure nothing will be damaged due to an accident, also to let Kay and Leah know when it's safe to come back. Doing everything I can to alleviate her anxiety. So far we know Andrew has seen the note and is packing to leave.